These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Now here's Morant. Here's Adams out to Brooks. Driving inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing.
Down low, it's stolen by Adams. Morant right side. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Gobert with the block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
Outside, Towns. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some angles.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Edwards driving the lane.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Adams with the screen on Russell. Morant outside. Six to shoot. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Prince, the pass to Gobert. Up top, Russell. And he drives in, and Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Edwards against Brooks. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
They get it back. Adams. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. And here's Prince outside. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with...
Oh, no, he didn't.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint. And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Morant kicks to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And again, Memphis no good. Over in the corner, Edwards. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. Got that bucket in no time at all. Morant's got 9.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Gobert with the pass to Prince. Back to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Brooks kicks to Morant. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he converts the layup. He's got 11.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Prince in the corner. Passes it to Russell. Back to Edwards. That 3 off the mark. The 3 from Morant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Aldama. Defended by Anderson. Turnaround Jay. Tillman passes to Aldama. Kicks it out to Jones. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games. I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
And the pass to Concho. Outside, Jones. From deep. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Rivers finds Reed. And he gets the bucket.
Threading the needle right there. Rivers does a good job of executing with the pass.
There's a screen. Jones, the pass to Aldama. For the 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Jones.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
From downtown, that one misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Noel over Green, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Pass to Gobert. Sweet move. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bain with it. He's picked up by Russell. Bain, no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Jones checked in for Memphis. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards has checked in. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. That shot wide open. Edwards got 13 points.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's Brooks. Gobert with the defensive effort. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards drives in, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here is Edwards. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Russell with a wide-open look. No good on the triple. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Jones for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Towns in the corner. Jackson against Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And now it's up to 25 points for Anthony Edwards. Outside Jackson. Jones looking for an opening. Out to Brooks. Adams in the corner. The tray. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Russell dishes to Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out to the right wing. And Adams kicks to Brooks. And the 3 off target.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And although he's still a new kid on the block, he's very crafty, and Russell does a great job of just frustrating the defense there.
And so Russell hits them both. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The 3 from Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota leading by 20. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
From deep, Brooks. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Russell against Morant. Russell inside. Shoots over Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the little wrinkles in Russell's game at that time with the sweet up fake.
Good on both. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
The Grizzlies have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. He hits the second from the line. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Towns in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Brooks with no one around. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Bain finds Adams. Morant with a wide open look. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure.
Oh!
Yes, goodness.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Towns against Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Jacks up a 3. And D'Angelo Russell good for 3. Russell's got 7.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Bain with the bucket.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
There's Russell with the 3. Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Basket good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Prince's shot is good.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Payne for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
There was a hole in the defense, and the offense did a brilliant job to get an easy bucket out of it.
Green, no luck. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And here's Jones. 6 points for him. They kick it out to Green. And again, Memphis no good. Here's McDaniels. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves having no. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Reed. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the two-guard. Rivers passes to Anderson inside. Over to the left wing. Here's Noel. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Outside, Green takes the three. Conchar, the pass to Green. Here's Tillman. McDaniels defending. Clock is at 3. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Prince. Passes to Gobert. Out to the wing. Towns wide open. And he's good on the three ball. Towns has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Russell from long range. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies on offense. And here's Green outside. On the wing, Green. To the middle. Tillman passes to Conchar. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Morant finds Brooks. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Russell. Feeds to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Already one of the league's more creative assist men. Russell making people around him better.
Morant passes to Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Adams has got his first 2 points.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. Stolen by Brooks. And stolen by Russell. To the inside. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Towns. Russell from long range. And the rejection by Jackson. The pass to Morant. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Jackson in the corner. Back to Morant. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Morant passes to Bain. 4 on the clock. Brooks kicks to Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
There was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever,
they want it.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Outside Jackson. Morant against Edwards. Gobert with the block, and they get it back. Payne looking around. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And here's Prince outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. Towns against Morant. Here's Towns. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. First.
help to get this game started. Hey, everybody, we're coming. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Bain finds Morant. Here's Jackson. No good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
George outside. Here's Morris. Out to Leonard. Morris, a screen on Brooks. Back to Morris. No good with the triple. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise.
Yes, sir!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Brooks against Leonard. Zubac inside. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Moran against Leonard. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Pass to Wall. Leonard for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Morant. There's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pass to Brooks. There's the 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Now Morant. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. On the wing, Bain. George defending. Here's Adams. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
For Memphis, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall. From deep, Morant. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Bain against George. 35 seconds left in the first quarter here. Leonard against Brooks. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Morris for three. Here's Zubac. Adams grabs the miss.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Outside for Moran. It's stolen by Leonard. Jumps up. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson with a screen on Jackson. Shot's good by Morant.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
The Clippers trail. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Jackson on the wing. Pass to Adams. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Covington. Jackson against Jackson. Here's Covington. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant, the pass to Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Out to Covington. Launches it. Counted from distance. Covington's got 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Adams. He can't get it to go. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Batum. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And the jam by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. And that one good. Morant's got 4 points this quarter. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your court a little bit, and that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee, and that goes for both sides.
Shot clock at 6. Back to man. There's the triple. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Jones. To the inside, Tillman. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Here's Mann. Back to Powell. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside Jones. Pass to Green. Takes the three. Covington grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. 24 seconds left in the second. Jones with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. Here's Tillman. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
That's good from George.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And a pretty tightly contested game here.
The Clippers, 21.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the one. Morant against Leonard. It's blocked. They get it back. Pass to Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Adams with a screen on Wall. Clock at 6. And stolen by Leonard. George drives in. And George with the jam.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Leonard against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Sinks that one from the post. Brooks has got 5 now.
And a wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Morant, the pass to Bane. On the wing, Brooks. And he banks in the layup. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Morris sets a screen. And the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Bane against George. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here are the Clippers now. It's a 1-point game. Morris, a screen on Brooks. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's Bain. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A terrific box out that draws the over the back call.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Morris right side. Outside wall. Out to the right wing. Zubac passes to George. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
George outside. Morris finds George. Leonard on the wing. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Jackson with a screen on Wall. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Morant. With the drive. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Zubac with a screen on Bain. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul so far. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Morris a screen on Brooks. Morris outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Morris has got 8.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Brooks. And the bucket is good. Brooks has got 6 here in the quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
George outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
A line change here for Memphis. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Man, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Wall. It's stolen. In transition, here come the Clippers. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Powell with a steal. Here's man. It's deflected. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. They lead by 4. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Memphis trailing here. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Green out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Outside Covington. Here's Batum. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. Inside and stolen by Covington. Batum outside. Here's man. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Powell with it. Green picks him up. Fires the three. Man misses.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Conchar. Tillman with a screen to the paint to tie it up. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
And that one's good, man. And the Clippers lead by 4. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Los Angeles.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Count that bucket. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. Going inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most. Using his height advantage inside.
Jackson pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So Memphis ends up going with a new group for the Clippers.
First team. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Leonard. It's George on the wing. Outside wall. The 3 is up. 4 on the clock. And George gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. And here's Morant outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 from Bane. Offensive rebound. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. And here's Jackson. Goes up again. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Pass to Zubac. Ball for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
There's Jackson with the 3. Pure from 3-point range. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
And the dunk by Leonard.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
And it's Morant missing. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Morant, no good. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. And here's George. So the Clippers win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry.
matchup. The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Morris with the screen for Leonard. No good on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Russell looking around. Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And rejection by McDaniel. Now Edwards. From deep three-point range, Morris with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Leonard kicks to Wall. Off target with his three.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now, here's Zubac. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The kick out to Towns. Towns is doubled. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Ball passes to Morris. And rejection by McDaniel. Russell against Wall. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Edwards dishes to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. From down in the low post, it goes.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And George kicks to Morris.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Wall.
2 minutes.
Back to Morris. It's stolen by Gobert. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Clippers trail by 6. Here is Wall. Morris outside. Morris with a screen on Edwards. George passes to Morris. George with the ball. They could use a bucket. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Towns dishes to Gobert. A shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard attacking, and it goes down 2 points.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Offensive rebound, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
George passes to Leonard. Makes it off the glass.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Leonard. Snatched up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
That one on George.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is one of the game's dominant big men. He understands how to use his length and his size defensively, and he's figured out how to fit in. This guy is an outstanding screener offensively.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Prince is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Austin Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. Now here's Jackson. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Prince going inside, and he reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Kyle Anderson. Taurean Prince is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
How about the athleticism of Robert Covington? Go ahead, make easy work of it.
Here's Rivers after the basket by Los Angeles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rivers has got his first points in this one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Doors to an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Now here's Rivers. Batum with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, I'll tell you, the sense from Batum for when to go for the steal and turn it into offense, that is nicely done.
Here's Anderson to the paint. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Anderson.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. The pass to Covington to the wing right side. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Covington's got 6.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Fires from deep. Reed kicks to Prince. It's Prince on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Covington. Reed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Stolen by Rivers. Anderson right side. And Reed has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Reed gets the bucket.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Jackson misses. Timberwolves leading by 6. And here's Rivers. And Anderson has it in the corner. And he's way off from outside. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Platoon passes to man. Outside Jackson. A reverse. And he sinks the layup. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Don't let Reggie Jackson get easy scoring opportunities, folks. Then he catches his rhythm, and now you've got a problem.
Kicks it out to Prince. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. That one good for 2.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And it's George missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And George kicks to Zubac. Now Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Leonard the pass to Zubac. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Edwards against George. To the inside, Morris. And he makes good on the layup.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Leonard.
Goodness. Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style? They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. The 3, Edwards. Wow. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which
the ruling on the floor stands.
Greg to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
George from deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there.
The Clippers, 22.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard.
It just comes off so aggressively. Wall so hard to guard.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Edwards can't hit. It's stolen by Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
Zubac finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. Lock at 6. And it's in there.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Edwards looking it over.
That was worth the price of admission.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Outside Leonard. Puts the move on. No good. Shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. To the left side wing. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
George passes to Wall. On the wing, Morris. Morris a screen. Here's Leonard. Gobert with the block. And they'll keep possession. Morris with the bucket. Now here's Edwards. He has 7. Inside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 10. Towns with the steal. Right side, Edwards. Stolen by Zubac. Wall wide open. Off target from outside. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. And Edwards with the stop.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Ball against Russell. Morris passes to George. Morris with the screen for George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now, here is Morris. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Leonard fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is
The previous play is under review.
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Morris with a screen on Edwards. Out to Morris. Over in the corner, Zubac. Morris dishes the Wall. Morris with the screen for Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. And finished off by Edwards.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
1 second left. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And George kicks to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 4. Into the lane. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers trail by 11. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Wall looking it over. Pass to Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Towns kicks to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 9-point game. Zubac, a screen on Russell. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Gobert with the block. Ball against Edwards. Rebound by John Wall. Clippers trail by 9. Leonard, the pass to George. And George with the stop.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. That was nicely done.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Towns, a screen on Wall. Pass to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Zubac finds George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Feeds to Russell. It's stolen by Wall. It's Morris atop the key. Here's Leonard. And rejection by McDaniel. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Carl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Outside Edwards. Gobert double teams. Russell with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. They can't stop the run with that one. Outside Russell. Right side Edwards. Stolen by George. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. There's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Russell from long range. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moment.
these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Brooks finds Adams. Right side Morant. He takes it in. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Now Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Defended by Jackson. Back to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Now here's Jackson. Adams a screen. Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Edwards. Into the lane.
Jerry Jackson Jr. First personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony.
Hits both from the stripe. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Here's Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And Morant drops them both.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Pass to Edwards. Driving to the basket. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. 6-point lead. Edwards, the pass to Russell. To the left side wing. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Towns for 3. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Outside Morant. Jackson the screen. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Prince. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. A minute and a half left to play in the first. Morant with the bucket.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Outside Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Here's Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Morant's got 7 points.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. The shot misses. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Here's Morant. 9 points in the game. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist by Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Noel in a 2-guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out. Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
What you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Tillman in the post, working on Reed. Tillman misses. McDaniels against Jones. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Well, with roster size is expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development. And you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with a top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Up top, Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Conchar. Knocks it loose. And now the T-Wolves on the break. The kick out to Edwards. On the take, and Edwards slams it in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Outside for Morant. Shoots from the line. Russell with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Back to Edwards. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Edwards. He's got 12. Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Conchar, guarded by Russell. Conchar can't hit.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
For three, and again, it's Memphis with a three.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota in the lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to the wing, and Minnesota calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Dylan Brooks checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Conchar. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Gobert. Nice move.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
No good on that one.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert.
Good on the second one.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Here's Russell. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, in the pick and roll, you have to account for Russell. He's looking to score.
Here's Morant. It's blocked by Gobert. And they get it back. Brooks the pass to Jackson. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Left side Williams. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. The three. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Valley, as always, thank you.
The Grizzlies, 26.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Then it's Steven Adams. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Williams in at the 2.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Williams finds Adams. Here's Jones, and Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Jackson outside. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Knocked away. Down low. Pass to Russell. Here's Noel. Left side, Russell. Noel, that's good. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Adams with a screen on Towns. And here's Jackson. He's got 5. Back to Jones. There's the drive. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Jones. Towns on a screen. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence. They're not afraid to show.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Bane against Edwards. To the wing, right side. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Grizzlies foul. Steven Adams. Second personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls. Aldama's checked in for Jackson. And so Towns nails them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Here's Bane. Doesn't go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Bane. And here's Adams. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Bane. Lets it go from deep. With the clock winding down. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Edwards. 16 points for him. Towns passes to Edwards. Off target with the 3. Memphis trailing here. Morant finds Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You want to stop Adams when he rolls, but honestly, Steven is such a force. Sometimes you can't stop him.
Now here's Russell. Here's Prince. Outside Edwards. Back to Prince. Now here's Towns. Give him 8. Tipped. Outside Bane. It could go.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Here's Reid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Tyus Jones. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for McDaniels. Prince comes in for Anderson. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Noel. And Russell is subbed in for Rivers. Here's Tillman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
From deep. Jones misses. Minnesota in the lead. That's good from Towns on the assist by Reid.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Pass to Green. Here's Tillman. Stolen by Reid. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Edwards for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Pass to Prince. Edwards against Morant. Towns for 3. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Pass to Gobert. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well. It's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Jackson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And he does get the second one, and that brings him within 5.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Pass to Prince. Back to Edwards. There's the drive. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Morant, the pass to Bane. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Bane. Launches a 3. And it's Russell. That time on the assist by Edwards.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Gobert. On the break. Here's Prince. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Bane into the lane. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Bane against Edwards. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Russell. Here's Prince. Here's Edwards. And it's Bane with the rebound. Timeout call. Memphis. They're behind by 6. 11 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And it's Russell on the drive. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there, finds the open man.
Morris with the screen for Wall. Morris outside. Off target from three-point range. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Kicks to Jackson. Adams with the screen on Wall. A baseline J, and it's Morant missing.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced. You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Zubac kicks to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard, drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Down low, Wall. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
A 3 from George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Morant surveying the D. He kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Zubac. To the middle. Here's Wall. That's tipped.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Drive by Adams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
In the corner, it's Morris. The pass to George.
2 minutes remaining in this first.
Zubac, a screen on Bain. George finds Zubac. Shoots over Adams. Zubac no good. Memphis leading by 6. Morant reaches to Brooks. Pass to Jackson on the wing. Bain. Zubac against Adams, and he comes up with the deuce. Adams has got 6.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Walking foul called on John Wall. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Morant passes to Jackson. Brooks with a screen on Morris.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Morris with a screen on Brooks. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And that one hits back iron.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jackson with the screen. Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Leonard. Off the mark, and the drought continues. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. And the layup is good. Morant's got 6.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can...
And so it's Memphis with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Morant against Leonard. And it's Morant missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And finished off by Morant.
Bread and butter play. Morant in screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Brooks against Leonard. Morris outside. Misses the 3. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the shot goes in. Morant's got 13.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
George double teamed, and they get it, and the dunk by Zubac.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And it's Brooks in the corner. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 17. George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Foul Clippers. Paul George. First.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Leonard. Jones looking for an opening. Count that one. Aldama's got his first basket. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
1:44 left in the second quarter. Here's Tillman. Zubac's defending. 6 to shoot. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
My goodness. The tomahawk one-hand slam.
Oh, shows you how much strength he has. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Jones against Wall. Poke loose. Here's Conchar, defended by George. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck. Clippers trail by 15. George dishes to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Wall against Jones. Pass to Tillman. Banked in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Here's Conchar. Passes it to Tillman. Off with the layup. And so it's Memphis. Looking at it. I thank you, David. And folks.
Your Clippers, 18. The Grizzlies, 31.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the point guard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. Zubac with the screen for George. And there's the pass to Zubac. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so here's Memphis. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Morant.
You have to respect Ja's birth.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 13. Pass to Morris. In the corner, George with it. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. The drive by Payne. Outside for Jackson. Offline with his three. The Clippers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Morris outside. Stolen by Brooks. Jackson passes to Morant. Jackson a screen on Wall. Leonard with the steal. Zubac's with it. Now defended by Adams. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Adams with the screen on Leonard. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Jackson kicks to Bane. Jackson a screen on Leonard. So the wing on the left. Here's Adams.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you night in and night out is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Leonard against Brooks. Morris outside to the right side. Morris with the screen for Wall. Out to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
That one is no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Jackson a screen on Leonard. Back to Brooks. The three. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Morris. That shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Brooks. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Adams dishes to Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's 19 points for Ja Morant.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
1:33 left to play here in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Some changes for Memphis. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. 1:29 left to play in the third. Outside, Jones passes it to Concho. Jones kicks to Green. Out left to the wing. Launches a three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And George with the stuff.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Here's Jones. Yes, that goes in. Jones has got his first points of the game. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Leonard on the wing. Over Green. Kept alive. Outside for George. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can't forget to box out Kawhi. He is very aggressive at putting shots back.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Aldama. Here's Tillman. He's covered by Leonard. Gets it to go. That one good from Tillman. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That 2's out there for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 7. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I like how Paul George comes off the screen under control, right up into his shooting motion. Smooth.
Here's Conchar. Over to the wing. Here's Tillman with the drive. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Conchar. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told him we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thanks so much, David. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Brooks. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Out to the right wing. Wall against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 5. Leonard, the pass to Morris. Kicks it to Wall. On deep. And the rejection by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got 24. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Here's George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Leonard with the bucket.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself. Yeah, good job to take it right at the game.
First personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Brooks kicks to Morant. On the wing, Bane. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space. Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bane. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the rejection by Jackson. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers. 9-point game. Adams. And the layup's good off the glass.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Memphis.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
And he does get the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
George with the bucket.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant outside. Driving in. Oh, wow!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine through in big moments. And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
And blocked by Bane. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith.
in. Get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. So the Clippers win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. George with a steal. Russell against Leonard. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Russell. Three-pointer. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Well, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
And it's good. 2 points.
But just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Towns. Here's Edwards. And he converts the layup.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
It's Edwards with a drive. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George left side. Outside wall. Pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. 6 to shoot. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they've set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morris outside. George against Edwards. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's McDaniels. Good work defensively by Leonard.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Edwards against George. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
For your Clippers, Robert Covington.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Wall against Russell. Covington, a screen on Towns. That shot off. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota in the lead. Towns down low. Guarded by Morris. And they double up Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's George. Outside Covington. Here's Leonard. George outside. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Towns with the ball. Oh, it's Towns
the finish.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
For the Clippers, Batum is checked in for Morris. Powell comes in for Paul George. And it's Jackson in for Wall. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And he makes it on the layup. Gobert's got 6.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Powell. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Man, he's checked in for Leonard. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Batum outside. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
Here's Anderson. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And
the previous play is underway.
The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And after seeing it now in slow-mo, I definitely think he was late with it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the replay center in Secaucus giving us the perfect angle, and he wasn't quick enough on his release, it would appear. That extra little split second made the difference.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The T-Wolves on top, up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Pass to Reed. Here's Prince. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
Up top, Anderson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Tries yet again, and he lays it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Jackson. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
And he gets it to go.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Jackson outside. Back to Batum. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Batum gets the bucket.
Boy, and for his size, Nick Batum has really good ball handling skills.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Anderson drives and finished off by Anderson.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Covington. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Puts up a 3. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to man. Jackson outside. Back to Covington. Batum outside. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Anderson with it. Picked up by Powell. To the wing on the left. Back to Anderson. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers trail. Pass to Jackson. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Prince. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Outside Covington. Right wing. Batum outside. Back to Covington. And he hits it to tie the game. Covington's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting the shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Russell, that's good. Russell's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Edwards against George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a...
23. The Timberwolves, 25.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Robert Covington displaying all his skills today?
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George against Towns. Here's Zubats. And Gobert with a block. Edwards against Wall. Towns up top. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
George's shot is off.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Zubac. Edwards, a pass to Russell. The three ball. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throw. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And the big finish by Wall.
Did you see that? Wow, John Wall still has major bounce after being in the league over 10 years.
Towns on a screen. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter. George with it. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Aggressive defense from Towns there, staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
Back to Russell. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Outside Edwards from outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. The three is up. It's a three-pointer. Leonard's got 9.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Towns with the ball.
Come get it, come get it.
Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Up and in on the layup. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
McDaniels against Leonard. Morris sets a screen. Now Zubac. Leonard outside. Oh, and Towns with the block. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Leonard for 3. Second chance shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Pass to Russell from downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Stolen by Russell. Here's Towns. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
24 seconds left in the third. Outside Russell. Picked by Gobert. Russell, the pass to Gobert. That shot is off. Great D that time from Zubac. And Leonard, here we go. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Now Towns. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 6-point lead. Here's Russell to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Towns can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting about 41%. George outside. Stolen by Russell. The ball's knocked loose. George with a steal. Zubats finds Leonard. Morris, a screen on Edwards. Leonard with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. The kick out to Morris. And it's going to be a 3-second call. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Russell. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Russell, the pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Making the right choice there. I mean, Russell, this is what scouts like about him, his feel, that intuitive feel for the game.
Here's George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards with a drop. Oh, power it home. Oh, wow.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Leonard outside. Zubats screen. Leonard shot's good.
In total control on that possession. Kawhi just reading the defense and taking it himself.
Towns a screen on George. And Edwards, here we go. Pass to Gobert. And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Gobert inside. He's working on Morris. Kept alive. Over to the wing. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Deflected. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Russell from outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Clippers running out of time. Leonard outside. Zubats screen. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
It's so easy to see why Leonard's teammates feed him so much. Once he gets going, watch out.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Out to the right wing. Towns down low. Guarded by Morris.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I like how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And the Clippers miss again. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the wing. Morris against Towns. Picked by Gobert. Takes a three. Towns can't get it to go. Morris passes to George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one